Hello everyone, and welcome to the latest Minty Reacts, and we are here for the finale of the Legend of Korra, Book 2, Spirits, episode number 14, Light in the Dark. And the penultimate last episode, was pretty big. It ended off in a pretty big way, if you would say, with basically Rava dying, Unalaq becoming a kaiju and eldritch horror, and the world going to hell at this point. So, honestly, let's just get into the episode to see how they resolve this finale, and let's just see what happens here. So in 3, 2, 1, let's get going.
Pretty.
General Iroh,
it's pretty for now.
Yes, Mr. President, but I need to know what kind of enemy we're dealing with.
Also, Iroh's back. Yay, let's go Iroh. General Iroh, grandson of Zuko.
It's time to take back the physical world.
Yeah, he's just a kaiju now. He's just straight up a kaiju now. That is in fact true, Milo. That is, yes, you are accurate there. And that's just mean. That's just rude, man. You don't have to do that. That's just messed up.
Going to be all right, but I need to get them into some spirit water right away.
Yeah, you're gonna get some healing on them real quick. They got hurt in that battle with Unalaq. They got hurt.
Thank goodness.
All right, they're up. They're up. That's something.
To return to her body yet. She sensed the world was in grave danger.
So she went somewhere else. We don't know where she went, but she went somewhere else.
They fused, then Vaatu ripped Rava right out of me and destroyed her. Vaatu won.
He won for now. He won for now.
If that's true, then...
The cycle is over. I'm the last Avatar. I'm so sorry, Tenzin.
I mean, that sounds a little too defeatist there, Korra. You still got a chance. You just gotta beat Unalaq, right? Well, they're going down.
We're going down!
You know, not to bring up old wounds here, but this could have been prevented if they had sent forces down to help the Southern Water Tribe. You know, just saying that. They could have prevented this.
Going everything! This is Shiro Shinobi signing off!
Well, I guess Varric's out. I guess he's free.
Do the thing!
Varric! What the hell, man? He invented the Da Vinci wings. Good job, Varric.
Mentor to you. But I realized it was because I had a lot of spiritual growth to do myself.
That is an understatement there, Tenzin. That is an understatement.
Who you think you are. And connect with your inner spirit.
Haven't you heard anything I said? Rava is gone.
Not Rava, Korra. Not Rava. Your spirit.
This is the Tree of Time. And the
Pretty big name.
legends say
Pretty-
that its
pretty-
roots
pretty
bind
massive
the
name there.
spirit and
So.
physical worlds together.
That makes sense. That also makes sense.
And connect with the great cosmic energy of the universe.
That makes sense. I mean, connecting with or meditating in the tree that supposedly connects the material and spirit worlds, that makes sense to be able to connect to the entire universe there, too.
The Tree of Time remembers all. Korra, the most powerful thing...
Hey, look, season 1.
Brave and smart and always wanted to defend the helpless.
That's right.
Yeah.
He became a legend because of who he was, not what he was.
Right, Tenzin. Right. He didn't become the Avatar because of the fact that Rava was in him. He became the Avatar because he's a good person. So, just like you, Korra.
You think I can do this?
Of course. He's your
I
mentor.
have no doubt.
Right. Yeah, he's your mentor. He believes in you.
Thank you for not giving up on me.
Bit of a rocky path there, but he's there for you, Korra. That's his whole deal. He's supposed to be there for you.
Cannot destroy light any more than I can destroy darkness. One
Hey,
cannot
they said the
exist
thing.
without the other.
Find the light in the dark.
Hey, that's the name of the episode. Haha. But also, yeah, just like they said in the beginnings, it's like you can't kill light, just like you can't kill darkness. You have to have one or the other. Also, hey, Spirit Korra. It's the same thing that Aang tried to connect with and didn't back in Atla. Well, she big spirit Korra.
What did you say to her exactly?
That is a good and valid question to ask, Boomy. That is a very good and valid question. That was a good hit. That was a good introductory hit. And now we get a kaiju battle. Let's go.
Korra's back! And she's a blue giant!
That is correct, Milo. She is in fact back and a blue giant. Well, that's cool. That's pretty cool. Let's go, Korra. Got some wrestling moves on him. Let's go. That was a good punch. Ooh, and a nice chi punch there as well. Let's go.
And soon you will be too!
Ooh. Ooh, that was a point blank harmonic blast. Ugh. Yeah. Alright, Corey, you can't take many more of those hits. I don't think. I don't know how resilient your spirit form is, but, like, those are pretty big hits. Oh no, he's dark spirit bending. No! Don't let him. Don't let him do that. Alright. They're putting up their all, but they are getting... Hey! The twins are back. Let's go! They're on the side of the Krew now. Let's go!
I love you! Let's face the end of the world together!
Hell yeah.
So romantic.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, sure. Whatever, man. Whatever. At least they're on the side of good now.
Avatar!
Ooh, what is this? What is this? Oh, Shinora. Well, I'm glad she can finally come back. What did she do? Where did she go? What did she do?
Let me see! Be careful, sweetie!
Alright, Shinora kind of the goat here, though. She's kind of the goat. Does she bring back Rava? Or the light, or something? She did! Good job, Jinora. Wow, okay, that punch went through him. It's Rava! Let's go! She came back. They brought her back. You can never kill light and darkness. They always have to coexist. Well. Well, I guess they defeated him. They cleansed Vaatu / Unalaq. He just went back to being spirit energy. Huh.
Harmonic convergence is nearly over. We must return to the spirit world so we can fuse once again.
Yeah, kind of have a bit of a timetable here. Kind of need to get going. We kind of need to have an avatar. So, you know, kind of speed up, guys. Speed up a little bit. Get back for harmonic convergence. Alright, they're kind of getting overrun here. But also, now that Vaatu's defeated, shouldn't they all just go back to being normal spirits? I spoke too soon. Big spirit energy Korra just made them all into spirit energy again. Never mind. They're fine. They're fine.
I'll see you soon, Dad.
Alright, hopefully she'll just go back to her body now and not back to the spirit world again. Hopefully she's okay now. Okay, Jinora's back. Okay, good. She's back in her own body again. And Asami, we haven't seen her in like 3 episodes.
Don't worry. They're alright. Korra saved the world.
Yeah, she did. Korra 100% saved the world. Good job, Korra. You did it. And Rava is fully back. Let's go. Rava is back. Alright, that's just showing off. That's just showing off, just riding the spirit like that. Like, come on. Come on, that's just showing off. Harmonic Convergence is over, so hopefully we have an avatar back. Hopefully we have our avatar back, our good avatar back. And it appears if we do. It appears as if she's back.
It's over.
Yes, it is over for now. Vaatu has been defeated, Unalaq is gone. Rava is returned into the avatar, so things worked out in the end, it seems.
You were amazing.
And the way you turned all gigantic like that, wow! I just wish Varric had been here to film it! It would have been the greatest mover ever!
Oh, he'll do something with it, it's fine.
In the end, he became a deplorable man.
Yes, he did.
Agreed.
Yes.
But how will we explain this to Mother?
That is the question. That is something for you all to figure out.
Possible.
Okay, Desna can come too.
I will not be joining you, Bolin.
Yeah,
Desna
no.
and I must return home.
Yeah, they have to go back up north.
You will always hold a special place in the organ that pumps my blood. I will remember you fondly, my turtle duck.
Aw. Okay, she did actually like him in the end. She did love him in the end.
Are you also reconnected to your past lives?
No,
Oh.
I think that link is gone forever.
Oh. Well, that's something to explore in a later series / season. I wonder how they actually are going to address that then if they can't connect to the former avatars. It's kind of a big deal.
What if humans and spirits weren't meant to live apart?
Probably. Maybe.
Well, what do you think I should do?
Learning something from the villain here. Interesting. I approve it.
Whatever your decision, I support you.
Yeah, I mean, you're the one who has to make the final decisions, Korra, but as long as you believe in it, that's the best you can do.
Hey, can we talk?
I mean, having the spirit portals open is, I don't think is necessarily a bad idea, though, to get them all reconnected again.
It's not exactly true. I broke up with you.
Honesty, finally.
If time brought it back.
That makes sense. That makes a lot
I'm
of sense,
sorry for
actually.
blowing up at you.
That's okay. I think we both said some things that we regret.
Yeah, for sure.
I guess part of me wanted to forget about the breakup too.
That's
think we
probably
both
true.
know
Also,
that
probably
this-
not a bad time to tell her, hey, I broke up with you, right when she got back to save the world, you know? Kind of bad timing.
Over. For real this time.
An actual amicable breakup this time. Like a very calm, considerate breakup this time for both of them.
I'll always love you, Korra.
And I'll always love you.
They'll be back together next season, because they can't seem to not write them together.
You want a hug?
Let's go! Brother hugs. Let's go.
Southern Tribe is now independent.
Yeah, that's
And
cool.
The Southern
That's
Council
cool.
of
Let's go.
Elders has appointed my father, Tonrock, to be your new chief.
That makes sense. He should be the chief. That makes sense.
Keep the portals open. Humans can now physically
Interesting.
enter the spirit world, and spirits will be free to roam our world. I will know.
It's a decision. It's a decision. I hope it pays off.
My mission will always be to use Rava's light spirit to guide the world toward peace and balance.
As you should. As you should.
It will never be the same again.
That's true.
We are entering a new age.
A new spiritual age, if you would. Haha. A new spiritual age, if you would. Haha. But that was good. That was a good episode. That was really good. I like that as a finale. I thought that worked really well as a finale. And I will have to do some research on the actual production of the show, because this again feels like it should have been a series finale with how they ended the stuff and kind of introduced a couple of concepts there. Mainly the concept of the Avatar being disconnected from their past lives, which is a big deal, and I can fully see and fully understand the trepidation from the fandom and as a whole about that aspect and how they kind of changed that for the whole series. And I mean this as the whole series of Avatar going forward in the whole world. So that understandable how that's a kind of a big deal, because it's kind of a big part, I would say, of what we know so far of the world of Avatar. But I would say, from my perspective of being a longtime fantasy fan, being a fan of various media like this, is that while that is a really big change, like 100% that is a massive change to introduce, there's always a way to write yourself out of it if you need to, and there's always a way to figure out how to move forward from. And it also kind of fits in line with the theme as well of the whole season of Korra basically figuring out how to become independent. And basically the whole theme of independence and figuring out what your independence means, what it means to be on your own while also accepting help, but also how to basically use your past experiences and use your understanding of the world to move forward. And sometimes the teachings of the past aren't necessarily the best for the present, and that you basically just need to make your own choices yourself. Now, is it bad to not have the previous avatars in the show, I'm assuming, anymore? I'm not going to say it's bad or good. I'm not going to say that one way or another, because it was really cool seeing the old avatars, like seeing Roku, seeing Kyoshi, seeing Aang, obviously. Very, very cool to see that. Seeing Avatar 1 at this point, very cool to see that. Will it take away from the show? I have no idea. We've still got 2 more seasons left. I don't know if it's going to take away from the show or not. Is it an interesting thing to introduce? Yes, very much so. A very intriguing thing to introduce. I am curious to see how they bring forward in future series of Avatar if they don't resolve it by the end of this actual series, which I don't believe they do. But I can fully see why that is a big, I'm not going to say sticking point, but kind of like a big deal to a lot of the fandom, because that is a big deal. It's a very big deal of like disconnecting from the past avatars. It's a very, very big deal. I also find it to be a very big deal that the fact that they're leaving the spirit portals open, because as of up to now, the spirit world has been its own thing, as we saw why from Avatar 1, and as we saw in, Atla as well. Like, the spirit world is its own deal that is separate. I kind of like the fact that going forward, it is now just open between the two worlds. I think that's a good idea, and I think that is a good piece of growth for the entire series as a whole, the entire franchise as a whole, because you can tell a lot more stories that way. You can tell stories within the spirit world or within the material world easier than you could before. You don't have to come up with like an entire season-long arc to figure out how to get back into the spirit world. You can just kind of like go in there. So that is cool. I think that's cool. I also do like the whole idea of the Avatar not being the bridge between the spirit world and the material world anymore, because that is a whole lot of other responsibility on the Avatar beyond just keeping balance with the world. So if you just have the two worlds connected again, that's someone else's issue at that point. And that's not just saying like, hey, the Avatar shouldn't have all these responsibilities because they're the Avatar, but to kind of like lessen some of the responsibilities is not a bad thing, because one of their big responsibilities is making sure the world doesn't go to war with each other, because as we saw what happens there with Atla, if that happens, and we get the 100-Year War. So, I kind of maybe said that a little weirdly, a little wrong, but I think it's cool, the fact that we have the spirit world and the human world connected again, for different storytelling aspects, and to kind of help further different stories with the Avatar than just spirit ones, which is really, I think, by the end of the season, I think Unalaq was a good enough villain. Again, he felt like a series finale villain rather than a season finale villain. I wish we would have gotten at least a little bit more motivation from him, just to figure out as to like why exactly he wanted to necessarily bring back Vaatu. I know he basically says like, oh, I want to bring back Vaatu to like bring the spirit world back into the forefront rather than the human world, because the humans kind of like were shitting on spirits for the whole time, and yada yada yada. So I kind of get that. I just wish we kind of didn't have to interpret that. We could have actually just heard him say it, which is, I know, kind of ironic me saying this, since one of my big gripes with a lot of shows now is way too much telling and not enough showing. I kind of wish at least there they would have told us a little bit, just a little bit. They did show us a lot, but just a little bit more, just to kind of like clarify some stuff. And that is the balance between show and tell you gotta do in terms of shows, in terms of shows at all. But also, Janora's kind of a goat, though. Janora is great. I love her. She's awesome. This season was fun. This season was a good season once we got past the first couple episodes to get into the actual meat of the season and get the season rolling. I think this was a great season that just had some stumbling blocks at the beginning of figuring out how to get the season going. And even then, those stumbling blocks make sense now upon retrospect, but when you're watching the first time, they're a little rough. They're just a little rough. And I think it's explained that we can all kind of agree that like the rest of the season did work out extremely well once they got to like beginnings. Hell, I'll even say Civil War. I think Civil War was actually a good episode too. But either way, that's season 2, book 2, whatever you want to call it. Let me know down in the comments below what you think about this whole season and what you think about this finale as well. And also, what are your thoughts about going forward with the franchise with the new changes that they put into this episode of the spirit world being now open to the human world, and also the disconnect of the current avatar with their previous lives as well. Let me know all that down in the comments below what you think about that. Keep it respectful, obviously, because I know this can become a heated topic. Keep it respectful, keep it friendly and everything. Keep it nice and debatable, basically. Let me know that down in the comments below. If you like this reaction video and want to see more, go ahead and leave a like. It helps out in the algorithm and boosts everything up so more people can find the channel and all that good stuff. And if you are new here or you have not subscribed yet, go ahead and click that little subscribe button down below. It helps out immensely, helps out a great deal as we are on our journey to 1,000 subscribers, and we are almost at 750, which is the next basically big milestone for me personally, just because it is 3/4 of the way there, because that's how math works, and math can be fun sometimes. But either way, if you haven't subscribed yet, go subscribe down below. It will truly mean a lot to me beyond all the joking and stuff. It will actually mean it. And if you want to see more from the channel, right over here's going to be a playlist of something else you can watch. Go ahead and watch that too. And over here's going to be a video that YouTube recommends for you as well. And until next time, just stay bending, everyone, and I'll see you for season 3 next week. Until then, peace, everyone. Peace.